Yeah, so the inevitability happened. This is empty. So I thought I'd show you how. I think how you load this is greatly tied to how good your trimmer performs. If you wind this correctly, your trimmer works better. If you don't wind it right, trimmer's not going to work well. You're going to have to stop and unbind this. If you remember when I bought this, it came preloaded and it was a crappy wind because upper layers were covered by lower layers. It's called a monkey link, and didn't work right. So I went on Amazon and bought this roll, $10. I don't know how much of this to pull off, and I'm hesitant to cut those, but I'm going to have to. I don't want this to become a big mess. And you heard me bitch and complain all winter long about being it's so cold. Well, full summer's here. Pretty hot. Okay, if you look at this, on the bottom it has arrows that go this way. So what I want to do is put it backwards. And don't use too much or it gets in the way of the bottom one. Now that I've got it like that, I'll just do this and go this way. There we go. And you want to keep constant tension. Do not let off and let this spool by itself. When you do that, that's when you have problems. And they actually make it a little easy on you doing this. So I'll just do this till I'm got that full. Don't want to go too far. So when you're done with it, you just come right there and you hook that into one of those that'll be tight. That will be tight. And then I like to leave about 7 inches on the end of it. Now that is going to get in the way on the next roll. So I'll try, and I emphasize try, to hold it that way. So there's that one. By the way I did that, there's not going to be any problems with a lower link being over an upper link. So here we go again. So I've got the bottom one now. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. Is put that backwards and start winding it. Let's get the bottom one done. So I'm using my fingers to keep that tight. Now, you should use up the rest of that, but I'm not going to because I want to show you guys how to do this. So there we go. So I'm going to go about 7 more inches. What's wrong with this? It's kind of awkward. It's almost like you need 3 hands. Okay, so you take this. The sprocket side goes down, of course. Now you can do this 2 ways. You can try to get that in before, or you can put it in and then try to get it after. I prefer before. And the holes are the same place in terms of distance here, up and down, on both sides. So upper or lower doesn't matter. So there we go. Now do the other side. There we go. Now, it does get, this is easier if you're not trying to get it on camera. So I just want to push this down on there and keep these tight. Now, you see if I pulled on that, it broke it loose. There we go. But that just rests there. And it's auto feeding. So don't ever tap this on the ground, you end up breaking it. The attachment piece here, the bottom, reminds me a lot of a Black & Decker. There we go. Let's see if we can get some video of this thing actually running. Okay, my 50-foot cord barely reaches. So what I do is just loop the extension cord through there. Put it on like this, everything's fine. It just barely reaches that tree. And I adjusted it for a very tall person. I'd like to make the video without the air conditioner running, but unfortunately because of our server room, it pretty much runs 24/7. You'll notice when I first started cutting, where I had left these so long, kind of beat against this until it cut it off. And it did cut it off, so that was fine. And then you notice a decidedly different pitch in the noise it was making. So it seemed to work fine. I always leave those a little bit along so it'll cut it off. No big deal. So if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.